Hi guys, I'm using my other phone because you're finding this so weird. Morning guys. Today I woke up late. Actually woke up early and then I read a book and in my bed and then I fell asleep again. And then I woke up at 8. So I'm so sorry. This is why I'm late. I'm gonna start off with the verse of the day. Today's one. Oh, party. Oh. Okay, that's gospel song. Really is a good song. Like I am not alone. I don't know the singer singer lives most at home. Okay, guys. Wacha tuongeze kidogo. Ipe your like a gloss like sheen. Wait. The title of the devotional of the day is The Gift of Tears. In the background, my baby's listening to Mr. Bean in case you hear like the noise. So I called a long-time friend when his mother died. She had been a close friend of my mom, and now both had passed on. As we spoke, our conversation slipped easily into a cycle of emotion. Tears of sorrow, no, tears of sorrow now that Beth was gone, and tears of laughter as we recalled the caring and fun person she had been. Many of us have experienced that strange crossover from crying one moment and laughing the next. It's an amazing gift that emotions of both sorrow and joy can provide a physical release in this way. Since we are made in God's image, Genesis 1:26, and humor is such an integral part of almost every culture, I imagine that Jesus must have had a wonderful sense of humor, but we know that he also knew the pain of grief. When his friend Lazarus died, Jesus saw Mary weeping, and he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. A short time later, he too began to weep. John 11:33 to 35. Our ability to express our emotions with tears is a gift, and God keeps track of each tear we cry. Psalm 56:8 says, You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. But one day, we are promised Revelation 7:17, God will wipe away every tear. Cindy Hess Casper is the person who wrote this. And today's reading comes from John 11:32 to 44. Jesus wept, verse 35. The prayer of the day is, Lord, you have made us to laugh, to cry, to yearn, to love, and to miss those who have gone before us. Help us to love even more deeply, confident in your goodness and in the resurrection you promise. Our loving Heavenly Father who washed away our sins will also wipe away our tears. Will also wipe away our tears. All right. Let me take out my laptop so I can read you guys 365 days over self-discipline. That was a really good devotional for the day, like for real. The fact that I always recall when my dad died, I had no friend apart from my then ex, and when I was told that my dad had died, I didn't even know what emotion I had, and I was so blank and I was so distraught because I didn't know. I was like, is this even real? Like, am I in a dream? Like, I didn't want that day to come. Like, I dreaded it so bad, so bad. But it happened, and I always recall how I only had, like, all my life, I've always had at least one person who's loyal for the time. And that was my ex. At that time, he was the one who gave me a shoulder to lean on because I just didn't even know the emotion. And I can say, he knew me. Like, he knew how I was shocked. Like, I was shocked, man. And he held me, he really held me. And he allowed me to just feel that emotion. Again, I'm even crying because I needed that. In that very moment, God, I'd say it's God who entered him to really see and view, like, I just need someone to hug me so tightly, because I didn't know how life was gonna be. Like, I was like shocked. Okay, I was like, this is something that you dread, and then it happened, and it's like, dang, man. So I'm always thankful that he was there and he did what I felt like I needed at that very time, because I really needed a tight hug like that. Like, I was so distraught. I was like, I was shocked. Hey, I was shocked, man. Hey, death is really not an easy thing. And I don't want to cry, and I feel like I'm going to keep crying in this life. I don't want to cry. Oh, I'm going to quit this life. Oh my God. But I'm grateful to God. Because sometimes I've come to learn that even, it's just God's way. Go out. It's just God's way. Hi, Vincy. Thank you so much for liking. I hope you are fine wherever you are. Today has been a little bit emotional, man. I don't know why. I need to stop coming into these lives and being emotional. But then again, I'm an emotional being. Like, what do you mean, Leah? I really feel things intensely. I feel those emotions. I really, really am sensitive. I'm such an empath. Like, I'm those people who, as long as you're being truthful, and that's the thing about me. If you lie to me and then I sense it's a lie, because I will, eventually down the path, you won't have that sensitive, empathic side of me, because I'll be like, yeah, I understand, but now I can't trust you. Because I'm like, hey, yo, if you dead, man. Currently, I also think I need like time. Like, that's how, like, if I feel like I need time, like, even with people, like, I've become such a, I don't want to say like a shell, but I feel like, Pole, I've become like so, I need time. Pole, my daughter got hurt yesterday. She, man, I don't want to laugh, but I'm laughing just because it was so funny. She was running around, and I was like, I had already told her, like, don't do it. Goko. Uligongo hapo. Yeah. And I told her, stop running. And then she kept running, and eventually, she got hit. And now she's like, go back. Oh, Tom. Hey, take Mr. Bean. Tom. Let's see, he's my comfort, always holds me close. He will never forsake me, never forsake me. I'm coming, I am not alone. Out. Mama nasema Goko badala uifukuze. My alarm is up, man. I need to be out of this life. Let's do this. Let's do this. Today's on Thursday, man. The week is over. Over and over again. Do you know that song? So I'm actually doing a journal prompt for my morning before this one loads up. Oh, it's actually up. Nice. So day 31 on being normal. To be normal is the ideal aim for the unsuccessful, for all those who are still below the general level of adaptation. But for people of more than average ability, people who never found it difficult to gain success and to accomplish their share of the world's work, for them the moral compulsion to be nothing but normal signifies the bed of procrastination, deadly and insupportable boredom, a hell of hostility and hopelessness. Carl Jung. There's nothing normal in building self-discipline. Most people avoid all kinds of discomfort and effort. They don't want to experience personal growth because it interferes with them, stiffing themselves with french fries, wasting countless hours in front of TV, spending money they don't have on things they don't need, lollygagging at work and cutting corners whenever they can. If you want to join the minority of people who do possess self-control and strive to strengthen it even further, you'll be considered weird. This means that you need to prepare yourself for potential ridicule, being frowned upon, and not being understood. It might be hard at first to face so much adversity. This is bad. It might be so hard. Did you guys see that bird? It's might be at far. Don't forget I'm not heard my sister. Oh my God. It might be hard at first to face so much adversity when all you want to do is to improve yourself to overcome the situation. Get the following fact at the forefront of your mind. Normal is the ideal for the mediocre. Exceptional, or in the words of the unsuccessful, weird, is the ideal for the high achievers and trailblazers. Every time you feel out of sync with the rest of the world, remember that there are other people like you during the challenging times. When you're stumbling, remind yourself that even when you're failing, you're still forging your own path, something that the vast majority of people will never do. You can enjoy the fruits of your success in a way that will never, that will, in a way that they will never experience. Oh, and that's why it's worth it to be exceptional. Be exceptional. Be exceptional. That should be like my affirmation of the day. Guys, I hope this live helped you. I know it started off emotional. Don't take it so, okay? Don't take it so. Even at this age, I'm not those people who I want to put a strong face and smile. I know, man, if I feel an emotion, I'm gonna feel it and let go of it and release it at the same time, and I think that's healthy. Other than having all these emotions bottled, like you bottle them up in your body, you don't express them, you don't have a safe space to speak them out. I remember there's a podcast I was listening to when I was doing like my dishes yesterday, and they were saying, and how, when your body as a human being, you keep repressing and you keep putting in so much, like you don't want to express how you're feeling, you don't want to really be open and open up, you know what I'm saying, like release all that stuff that is in you. Just want to keep hitting. Eventually it does come out. It comes out by your character being a little bit off. It comes off because now people like see you drink too much, like because you're trying to look for ways to, like, you know take out the stress that is in your body. Yet you could have stayed in that emotion or found a person who you can trust and who you find reliable and who understands you, right? And who doesn't judge you, although people still judge you, man. But what I've come to, for me, what I do is I journal that shit out. I journal it, and once I'm done with it, I know that I've put out so much of what I was feeling in that paper. Because now I trust that it's just me. Because I have trust issues, man. I mean, so once I know it's in my paper, I can burn that paper away and be like, be gone, man. Okay? Kafish. Or I can keep it as a remembrance, like with all my other journals, that hey, I passed through this and it's okay. Life happens. We move on. All right. So, find ways that work best for you. That's all I can say. But release those emotions. Stop bottling them up in your body. Like, you can't, your body is not meant to stick around things that don't make you happy, things that don't bring life to you, things that are not purposeful. Man, if only we knew how to navigate this life. But then again, that's where faith comes through. So, all right, I mean, we should always have the positive side of life, but not toxic positivity, but the positive side of, hey, we're doing this a day at a time. Bye.